Hope you all are having a wonderful Wellness Wednesday. I want to come on and define what does wellness really mean. For me, it's having a foundation for your wholeness, having a way that your emotional wellness, your mindset, your patterns of your mind, and the physicality of your body, all three of those things are upheld, connected, right? Some people will say a spirit, some people say energy, and today I want to talk about emotional wellness. I have focused so much on the unseen in my emotional wellness. And I think it really started when I was about 4 or 5. I remember wearing this black leotard, and I would just plie and twirl around and be so excited that it was sunny and that the sun was coming out, kind of like right now. And so I always just wanted to wake up the world. And in me wanting to wake up the world, of course, that meant me waking up family members. This one person that was defined as family, I went to wake them up, and they had just moved in to our home. They were supposed to love me. I was told that they cared for me. And the beauty of the morning just shattered in pieces for me. It was a time where their body parts were in parts of my body that I didn't even know existed. Something in my body was activated for the first time. And soon I found myself crying a lot. I found myself filled with shame, feeling dirty, and really feeling ugly. So I realized that my body was violated, and from an early age I started realizing how my mood would change, or how I didn't feel like doing things, or how I was just sad. Even family friends would call me, oh, the sad girl. So I share that because it put me on this life journey of therapy and healing, and truly trying to calm my anxiety and my nerves. And there's always plateaus, right? Like you reach a level and then you overcome and you reach a level of success, and then there's something that just reminds you of all of it again. And that happened this week. We had a death in the family, and I'm holding space for family members, and some were crying because they love that person, and some were crying because they were remembering all the painful memories, all the hurtful words, all the betrayals, the acts of betrayal that person had done to them. And we tend to sometimes think that time alone is going to heal those wounds. We sometimes tend to think that compartmentalizing childhood traumas is the safest way to go, and we far too often do not want to talk about what had actually happened. And I wanted to come on today because emotional wellness is very clearly linked to your ability to speak about what had happened to you. And it could be any moment. It doesn't have to be traumatic, but your healing stops where your communication ends. And emotionally being able to share and storytell is a practice for your healing. Your emotional wellness is really closely linked to how creative of a story you can actually tell. Whether it's journaling, whether it's with your therapist, whether it's with family or friends, whether it's you being able to even pull the lessons from that situation. And so I wanted to share that because the emotions that we feel is data, is a language, and there's ways for you to express it through dance, through writing. Even when you dance, you're storytelling. Even when you sing, even when you practice spoken word or poetry, it is all a way to cleanse yourself of the emotional experiences, of the lived moments that either brought you joy or brought you pain. I share this for your emotional wellness, that you find tools. And I share all of this because I'm always step forward and take another step, and then there's a leap. And I feel like this is a big leap in my life right now, to hold space for so many, for hold space for the death of a perpetrator, a violator, a terrible person and a good person. And I realized that people define you by who you were at a certain moment. And so what we do really matters, and it ripples and it impacts families and generations. So my question to you is, have you considered the ripple effect you are making through your storytelling?